There we go. And we are recording. So, hello everyone. This is the Why Our World series. This is a series of interviews from our users all over the world. And in this, we discuss with them their journey with R, their experience with R, how they're finding R, their experience and their interactions with the R community, and their goals and ambitions for the future. Today I'm joined by my colleague Deborah, and Deborah is joining us from Spain. Hello, Deborah.
Hello, how are you?
How is the west of Spain? How is Spain?
It's doing well. It's very
Very
sunny,
good.
actually.
Good stuff. Today we are joined by our host, Tuli. Tuli is joining us from Namibia. I hope I pronounced that right.
Yes, you did.
Okay. So, Deborah, I'll let you take over there and sort of get things underway.
Okay. So, hello, Tuli. How are you?
I'm good. Hi, Deborah. Hi.
Hi. So, my first question is two in one. So, first of all, I would like you to know a little bit more about Namibia. So, maybe you can tell us about your country, and also like you're from Namibia. So, and I know you have been studying in the UK. So, I would like to know your point of view from someone from the south coming up north to study and living. So, what are your feelings and what did you learn? What did you experience?
Thank you. Yes, so my name is Tuli Amutenya, and yes, I'm from Namibia, which is in the Southwest Africa. Namibia is a beautiful country. It's sunny, and it shares borders with Zambia, Botswana, South Africa. You might know South Africa. A lot of people know South Africa. We share a little border with Zimbabwe and Angola in the north. That's actually my birth country. Namibia is, it has a population of just less than 3 million. So we are going to count again soon during our census, housing and population. And it's such a rich country. It has a diverse culture, and it's a land of wild open spaces. Probably because we have two deserts. We have Kalahari Desert and Namibia Desert. So it's quite a land of vast open spaces. Namibia is also popular for those who don't know, actually. We have the Fish River Canyon, which is the largest in Africa and second largest in the world. So you can just, I think the first one is in the UK. I mean, the US, sorry. UK is because I studied there. But in the US, that's where the largest canyon is. And we host the second largest canyon. Right, so I work at the National Statistics Office in Windhoek, and my responsibility is data. I am a data processing manager. So I'm responsible for database management, processing data, basically the statistic production from gathering data from the field. So proposing the best way to gather data from the field, collect data from the field, process it, and get it in the best possible shape for the statistician to do their work. So that has been my mainly job until I went for studies in 2018. I went to the United Kingdom to study postgraduate masters in data science. And I studied at the University of Salford in Manchester. So I think Manchester is in North. The university had a very special program. Why I chose it, they have this program where they attach students as part of the requirement to finish up your master's. They attach you to an organization so you can do a real life project. So you are solving a real problem, data science problem in the institution. So that was one of the reasons why I went to Salford University. And so during my studies, just a few months after I went to the UK, my deputy director was in London, and she met one of the directors from the ONS, from the National Statistic Officer, Office of the Statistic in the UK, and they got me in touch, and a few months again later after that, I got an offer to do my the 3 months placement at ONS as my internship for the master's. And that I spent 3 months there. I learned more data science techniques. My topic was it was remote sensing. I was exploring how to detect small plots, communal farmer satellite images. And this was sort of to complement the traditional statistic method we use in our organizations. And after that, after I finished my internship, the two institutions agreed for me to spend extra 3 months to just learn more. And I was again attached to data science graduate program where I learned more, even specific tailored courses for an institution like statistic institution. And again, I particularly learned more R for data science and natural processing language. How do you apply these in a statistical office? Also, in addition to that, during my stay, I met Dr. Heather at that time, who's from the R Foundation, and she actually, we actually met in Cardiff. It was really great to meet her. We had coffee, and we spoke about R in Africa, in Namibia and Southern Africa. And it just happened that she was organizing workshops in Namibia, Joburg, Eswatini, and unfortunately, she didn't manage to come to Namibia, but she linked me to the university, Namibia University lecturers from the statistics department, who we've been in contact. And this way, the conversation about starting the R community in Namibia also got really active. And yeah, really that's in a nutshell sort of how my journey with the data science and R started.
Oh, nice. Thank you for your answer. And then linking it with the air community, and I would like to know a little bit about the air community in your country, Namibia. If you could tell us a big community, a small one, it's growing. Mm-hmm.
Yes, in Namibia, there are R users, especially in the academic world, in the academic institutions. There are users, and I know at UNAM, they are users. Now, when we talk about the community, I think we are still at early stage, and this is why it's so exciting. I'm really looking forward to be part of this, this journey to get people together, share ideas, and solve problems. I know that there are people using it, and there are people who want to join, but sometimes it's difficult when you don't have the community to share and share your issues with the tool. So it's at early stage, and I know that we are working towards creating that community, and I'm definitely part of that. And just from the office, in terms of our community in the office, again, when I say office, I mean the statistic office. There, I must say as well, there is a movement. There's a movement going on. We started few classes. I actually gave one or two classes of R, basic R, to the statisticians who expressed interest in the tool. So I must say we are at early stages, but it looks very promising. Just because R offers quite a lot of advantage in a statistical institution. So I believe that in future, when we speak again a few months down the road, we will definitely have an active R community. That's my wish.
Yeah, I hope so too. And then, as an active member of their community in Namibia, could you tell us and also our viewers the advantages and challenges of using R in statistics in your working field?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, I can go on about the advantages. um, well, first of all, when we talk about statistics, I think we know it's quality, data quality. So R, because you can actually, maybe before I go to data quality, when you use R in a statistical production, first of all, you reduce time to the time you spend producing a report. So you reduce that. And secondly, you you can automate your process, your pipeline, your statistical production. So that's an advantage because by automating that process, you sort of free yourself from those hours that you spend trying to actually solve the problem, obtaining the data, and spend that time doing more mining, more analysis, and probably adding more value to your report, to the product that you're producing. So those are advantage. And the other thing is, besides automation, you can share your work. You can share your script with other people. You can even collaborate in a team as a statisticians working. Maybe say you are working on a CPI, because we normally produce quarterly CPI all the time. So you can collaborate and share with your fellows, and you can reproduce. You can use your code over and over. You don't have to produce another code next month when you're creating your report. So reproducibility, it's another advantage of using R. I mean, I won't call it a disadvantage about learning. Everything in life you need to learn. And R, what I like about R is that it's so easy to learn because you don't have to be a programmer. You don't even need to know how to program. You just need to spend time every day learning the language, learning how how to communicate with R, and how R understands your language. And there are so many materials out there. That's another advantage, actually, which I really, really appreciate about art. I mean, look at us, we are having this conversation. So there's a big community of art globally, and they're so accessible. It's unbelievable. And there's so much going on, and keep evolving, because the art itself, it keeps improving with all these packages and materials that one can use. So those are advantages, really. And other advantages is it's really to network. You're networking with other people, like us in this platform now. We are from different continents really discussing this. So it's quite amazing to have this platform. So yeah, let me stop here because I can go on about that, really.
Yeah, I see you see a lot of positive things in Earth. That's good. And then, kind of my last questions: do you have any favorite air package or not? I don't know.
Since I came back to work, so I was on study leave until last year. I was so lucky to just get home before lockdown. So what I use are mostly now is for data processing. So I'm doing a lot of exploratory analysis, and just cleaning the data, getting data in, and creating quick visuals. So that's what I do mostly. So I'll use mostly tidyverse and ggplot and other packages, but tidyverse is probably my favorite because I use it almost every day now. So it's that's what I use mostly. My plan is to learn Shiny as well, because I notice that I can quickly create dashboards and quick tools, link Shiny to my Markdown and create a quick tool to show my colleagues, especially when you're doing a small survey, that you can just quickly get data in and produce some visualization, and the statistician can use this. And I found that it's by creating small wins, small tools that probably get a buy-in and get interest, and people will be more keen to try when they see a product than just to preach, oh yeah, use R. So that's my vision, or my next plan to learn Shiny.
Wow, that's a nice plan. I like it. Learning language is always good, you know. So, and then I think will be my last question. If you have any advice for people that are starting to work in this field using R, and you have been working for a few years and you have also studied, do you have any advice for those young people or not so young people that are trying to get into this world?
To get to use R?
Yeah, to use R in working with data. Do you have any advice for those?
Yes. Okay. Well, yes. I mean, data, when data science came out a couple of years ago, there was an article, I can't quote the person right now, but there was an article that came out, and, it became so famous that data is the new oil. I don't want to get into it, but that just to amplify the point that data, we live in a data revolution era, and everything, and we are producing so much data. So data is it's sort of like the backbone of development, of economic enrichment of a country and well-being of the nation. You need to know what's happening. So I would definitely encourage anybody who wants to study, who wants to get into data science or data analytic field, to just go ahead and do it. I mean, my satisfaction at the end of the day is that I'm doing something that contribute to the national development of my country, and that's what motivates me. And working with data, and let's take COVID, for instance. I think we all learned, developed world, everybody in the world learned that we need to have updated data, information. We need to have tools and systems that can produce insights, insights and visuals that people can relate to. We can only do this if we embrace the new techniques, the modern techniques, and improve onto it, and explore more, and do more research. So yes, I mean, our advice, even I would say, let me go even say the statistician, even in any field, whether you are already a statistician or you are from a different field, anybody can learn. And to be more specific, learning tools like R, anybody in any field needs to learn how to work with their data. And why should you be stuck with manual tools or absolute softwares like SPSS? And yeah, Excel is powerful when you know how to, but why should you learn formulas in Excel when you can make mistakes, when you can automate your process using R? So don't shy away. And those who are in Namibia, if you would like to talk more about R and how you can get into it, just find me and I'll be happy to assist. I'm also at my early stage career of R, but I'm making it a mission to just become conversant with the language and help others as I go.
Nice, that's very positive advice. Thank you very much.
So hopefully we're going to see a very strong R community blossom in Namibia very soon. I know that there's a lot of great communities all across Southern Africa and that it's still growing.
Yes.
So yeah, that's good stuff. Just a sort of quick observation before we go, actually. I was very interested when you mentioned Earth observation. Will you see that as part of your career in the future? I know that there's a lot of great work done by in the African art community with regard to Earth observation data.
Right. I would like to. I hope so. I mean, my motivation was exactly what we're talking about now. How to explore using existing data, and Earth observation is one area. We have a challenge in agriculture statistics in the country, and that was my motivation to do this project. How do we use Earth observation to complement the already collected data, like the agriculture census data? So definitely, I'm hoping, and I'd like to talk more with other partners and other institutions. We have discussions with the university and just looking at ways how to, I think one of the challenge that we have with Earth observation, of course, we know it's getting the data, especially high resolution data can be so costly. So it's through collaboration and working together, different institutions, bringing resources together and do pilot studies and so on to really get a good accuracy model that can be used by, for instance, by a statistic institution to complement the data that they collect from a traditional method. So,
yeah, that's a very interesting subject.
Yeah,
I think actually I won't
massively.
delay because we probably could talk for ages there on that subject. So we probably have to keep that for another time. Tuli, it was great to have you join us, and I'm really delighted about this, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the Namibian art community thrive in the near future. So thank you for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you soon at conferences and giving webinars and stuff like that. So thanks very much. And also thanks to Deborah for interviewing here. So this is like, a great series is developing here of interviews. So that's great. So thanks very much, folks. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to sign off, and we'll call it a wrap.
Yep. Bye.
Okay, there we go.